So welcome back everybody to another pickup video. Thanks for everybody for tuning back in, and thank you to everybody for getting us over that 2,000 sub mark. Greatly appreciated. YouTube does not promote this channel whatsoever, so all that I ask is if you're not a big fan of YouTube or how they treat the smaller guys, or you hate YouTube in general, and you want to show your support, just hit that subscribe button. That's all we ever ask. Thank you again for checking out the videos. Okay, we got to get moving because we have 102 movies and games to get through. This time I've categorized them as well, just so I can let you guys know which ones I'm keeping. The ones with elastics around them will be the ones I'm keeping. Okay, let's get started. I've only got 4 VHS this time, so let's get those out of the way. 3 are sealed. 1 I'm not sure if I've shown you already. So that's on me, because I'll let you know which one that is. And also I've got a hacking cough, so if you see me drink some water, that's why. First one, still sealed, Stanley Kubrick's Clockwork Orange. This movie is messed up. It's all about a guy who's like some punk guy who ends up getting brainwashed into doing some things. I don't know. It's been a while, and I'm not good at describing movies. But it's Kubrick. It's very well done. You should check it out. I think I was keeping this one. This is the one I'm not sure if I've shown you guys or not. Still sealed. Weird Science, one of my favorite 80s movies. John Hughes. If you're a fan of anything that he does, you're going to like this one. 2 teenage guys decide to create their own perfect woman in the name of Kelly LeBrock. Is that LeBrock or Brock? LeBrock. And she actually went to go on and marry Steven Seagal. Great 80s movie. So if you're a John Hughes fan or a fan of 80s movies, check it out. Still sealed, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. This would be my favorite Star Trek movie. Though I still like the first one, even though a lot of people say it's too long and boring. I think visually it looks great. And it's what Star Trek fans were waiting for such a long time. But this one, in my opinion, is probably the best one. And it's got Ricardo Montalban. And surprisingly, I didn't have this one. I don't believe it, but according to my records, I don't. Not sealed. Clerks. I do like Kevin Smith, more so for his earlier stuff than his later movies, but this was his very first movie he made on his shoestring budget, paid for by his credit cards. Clerks. Okay. Obviously, you're keeping this pile. These are missing some. I'm missing numbers 3 and 4, but the complete first season from Tales of the Crypt. To me, these are just funny, kitschy movies. Not movies. Well, mini movies, I guess. They tended to be more for like cameo appearances, you know, from certain actors, or, you know, this one was produced by Joel Silver and Richard Donner, of all people. Robert Zemeckis as well, executive producers. So the first one, there's some scenes from the back there. So, number 1. Season number 2. You can see this one here actually has a young Demi Moore. From 2, we jump to 5th season. Who's the one in the back here? John Stamos, I believe. 6th season. And 7th season. And shockingly enough, this one actually surprised me because it had a rather young James Bond there. But cool. I just like how they look. You know, it'd be nice to find the other ones at some point. I guess I should do that. So we got 5 Tales from the Crypt. I don't know where we're going to put these. Start a stack there. We'll jump back and forth between keeping and not keeping, I guess. Starting to get more into... I've always been into them, I guess. I just really haven't been collecting them. Like, I enjoyed watching them, but Jackie Chan movies tend to be fun, especially this one, Drunken Master. I've seen this one a long, long time ago. What I appreciate more about Jackie Chan movies is that he does pretty much all the stunts himself, all the action himself. So that's greatly appreciated. I had volume 1. But I think volume 1 is like a 2-parter because the episodes jump from what I have. But this is volume 2, episodes 28 to 51, Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Obviously a classic from the, what year was that again? Is that the 90s? It was 90s, right? Anyway, got that one. I found this one was interesting. Jimi Hendrix Rainbow Bridge. And I thought it was like a... This is the full-length, restored, original theatrical release. But it's not really about Jimi Hendrix. It's all about this... often mistaken as a Jimi Hendrix concert, Rainbow Bridge is actually a mix of counterculture, lifestyle, and politics set in Hawaii in 1970. But what's cool about it is the centerpiece of Rainbow Bridge is the 17 minutes of Hendrix's 1970 July concert atop of a volcano in Maui, Hawaii. So I haven't had a chance to check that out yet, but that'll be interesting. And then just to go along with, you know, older music that I've been collecting, Bryan Adams live at Slane Castle in 2000 in Ireland. Okay. Stack that pile up. Let's jump into some games. Do a little stack here. Not keeping these in Nightclub 2. To be honest, I don't know if I've even played this one yet. Gears of War. I did start this. I couldn't get into it. So I don't know if I just wasn't in the mood or whatever, but Dead Rising, I have played a couple hours of this one. It's fun. I think I really have to learn the dynamics. I don't know if the storyline sort of interferes with it. I kind of would have preferred just doing straight fighting. But I know where I left off, a couple of the bosses were giving me trouble. Too human. No idea what this thing is. And Portal 2. I don't like the Portal series. I think it's because I can't grasp my head around... Not that I've really given it a shot, but the idea of, you know, that sort of type of puzzle solving where you put a hole there and then you can access something from over there. It's just not my kind of puzzle solving that I like to do. Okay, I'm not keeping these because this one I have already. Obviously, the first fly is better than the second one. I think the second one is what? His, he got, what's her face? The chick with the big legs. Gina Davis, he got her pregnant in the first one, right? So this is like his son. So like he's born with the fly stuff, whatever. Ginger Snaps. What is this? Ginger Snaps 3, the beginning? Is that how they title it? first Ginger Snaps wasn't bad. I just I don't care for this girl right there. I find her annoying. Fish live in Brooklyn. Just wasn't my thing. Japanese horror, Ju-on. Is that how you say it? Apparently this is like a series. Ju-on is like, I don't know if it's like, is it, from what I understand, it's like part of the Ring series. Like there's a theme behind that. And this I have as well. Did I see this one? I don't remember. House of a Thousand Corpses. I think I may have. I don't recall though. But I already have it, so I'm not keeping that. Jumping back to this 2-pack here. I love these kind of, I don't even call this Japanese. I think this is, what is it? They speak Mandarin in this? Curse of the Golden Flower. You know, on the same lines, I guess I would say, as like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, House of a Thousand Daggers. Those are both good movies. And I love subtitled movies like that. Splashdown, Rides Gone Wild. The only reason I'm keeping this is because it's a Sea-Doo game. They tend to be kind of fun. People seem to like them. Another 2-pack. Get rid of the elastic. I'm going to complete the series because I had a couple and I thought I had more, but I don't. Did not have this one yet. Infinity War. The trouble I had with the later Avenger movies is, and I know that they kind of didn't have any choice, but when you got to Infinity War and you got to Endgame, they sort of brought all the heroes together and they all had to have their individual shining moments in the sun. So it'd be like one superhero does one thing and then you jump to the next guy to do his special attack, and then you just cycle through everybody, and it's just too much CG all at once to me, which is, like I said, they're limited to what they can do, right, with live action, with special effects and whatnot. So I know they had to go the CG route. It's just a bit of a turnoff. Viking Battle for Asgard. It just looks kind of interesting from the back. I don't know if you can tell. Seems to be like a larger kind of warfare. I don't know if it's like a hack and slash. I can't think of the series that's similar to that. Dynasty Warrior. Sort of gave me the impression that it was like that style. Let's jump into some Blu-rays I'm not keeping. Iron Sky, We Come in Peace. It's like an alternate universe. The Nazis or the Russians, Nazis, I guess, yeah. Not Russians. They end up losing the war or something, and then they have to take off to the moon. They hide on the dark side of the moon, and then they end up coming back like years later with all this technology and wage a war on Earth. Resident Evil Damnation, this is one of those CG movies. Unfortunately, I tend to find the CG to be really bad in these ones. This was an extra one. I think I showed you this in the last video. Great movie. Check it out if you haven't seen Last Starfighter. Daniel Craig in Cowboys and Aliens. Unfortunately, there's a lot of hype when this was coming out, and then when it came out, it sort of just bombed. I don't know what it was. It just wasn't very good, even though it's got what's-her-face in it. Olivia Wilde, right there. Back when she was hot. This is a double. Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon. I gotta watch this again at some point again. Oh, See, there's an extra one. I thought this was going to be good. It's really not. Avengers Collection. It's got like 2 different Avenger movies on it. That front artwork is horrible. Look at the Hulk. What did they do? That's just a turn off. And I grabbed this. I thought I didn't have this already, but apparently I did. I'd still like to find the the single movie Blu-ray edition of this if I can, but this is like a 3-disc edition. Originally I thought this was just the Keanu Reeves one, but it also has, so it's got the Keanu one, it's got a digital copy, but then it also has the 1951 original release on Blu-ray, and that's what I'd really like to find individually. The Keanu one, I know I've seen it, I just don't remember what it was like. But I'm thinking, obviously, I wasn't blown away by it. So, alright, let's get the rest of these out of the way here. These are the rest of the Blu-rays. Hellboy. When I grabbed this, I grabbed it because of the cover. I thought it was like a variant or something. And it's not, because this is David Harbour from Stranger Things fame playing Hellboy. So that was, to me, sort of a turnoff. And it's got Mila Jovovich in there, which I don't really care about. You know, the girl from Resident Evil movies. But I thought, damn, that's a nice cover. It really is. So unfortunately, that's a bit of a turnoff. You want crappy CG? Check this out. Night Watch. I don't know what this is. But, yeah, I'm not going to keep it. Dune. This is ended up being a double. Gravity. That's a double. Toy Story 4. I saw this in theater. I wasn't too blown away by it, so I'm going to get rid of it. Speaking of Mila Jovovich, here's your Resident Evil with the scratchy lenticular cover, I guess. Oh, those movies got worse and worse. Bait 3D. I don't know. Some dopey shark movie in 3D. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'll keep it. We'll see. Final Days on Planet Earth. It's all about some bug infestation. After reading the back, it just looks like garbage. What's it got? What's his name? From Gil Bellows. If you recognize this guy. You know, most of the stuff he does is kind of cheesy. Starship Troopers 3. Live action. Yeah, I just don't. Actually, I got this in a 3-pack already, I think. I have to double check. 3-pack, but I don't know if it's Blu-ray or DVD. Yeah, okay, let's go here. This was really cool. I was excited to get this one. American Werewolf in London. Love that cover. This is what? Award-winning CGI? Not CGI. God damn it. Makeup artist. Yeah, Rick Baker. Sorry. That's what I was trying to think of. It's got that sexy nudie scene with the his nurse. But I just thought that was a really nice cover. I like that. I have this move. I don't have this one. I've got Appleseed. I really got to learn what it's about. But this is Appleseed Ex Machina. I enjoyed the first Appleseed, or the one that I have anyway, so I got to check this one out. This ad is going to be added to the live concert background noise DVD Blu-ray collection that I have. This is Alchemy by Dire Straits Live. (1983) Hammersmith Odeon Theatre in London. I'll show you the song list there. There we go. Ready Player One. It's a fun movie. This was pretty cool because I didn't have any of these, I think, on Blu-ray yet. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the complete Halloween collection. So happy to add that one. This one was surprisingly enjoyable when I saw it. Alita Battle Angel. And this was one I remember from back, the first time seeing it on Blu-ray. But I saw this back in the day. I think this was actually like a VHS rental for me. This is the, it's got alternate covers, but I swapped it to this one that you're going to see because this is the original one. This is Nightbreed, the director's cut. So, yeah, based on Clive Barker, right? Yeah. So if you're a Clive Barker fan, you would probably find this enjoyable. Sort of like a, it's not a horror. It's sort of got that horror comedy built into it. Not comedy. It's not a scare you, make you pee in your pants kind of horror movie. There's some funny parts to it, I guess. I always like this movie here. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I haven't read the books yet. Actually, I picked up all 5 books a couple videos ago in a pack, so might get around to reading some of them. And I thought this movie was well done too. Joker. I think they're supposedly doing a follow-up to that one too, right? Oh, we're gonna store all this stuff. What's that? You want some more video games? Okay. I was gonna keep this one and I changed my mind. I thought it just might be kind of different and cool later on, but yeah. Phineas and Ferb, across the second dimension. I was going to keep this one too, and I changed my mind. Mag. First-person shooter. Halo Wars. I already have it. So, have I played this one? I don't know if I played that one on the Xbox. Already have it. Fun game. What more can you say? Obviously, I already have it. And this one here. Did I screw up? Yeah, no. This one I have already. I don't have the first one. That's what it was. Though surprisingly, is the first Saints Row on 360? Let's go here. Finish off these DVDs that I'm not keeping. Rigor Mortis. I thought this was gonna. It looked kind of cool. I don't know. We'll go back. What do you think? One of those Japanese horror movies, right? Or Asian horror movies. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind on that one. Let's see. Robo Croc. Creepy Crawlers. Yeah, I changed my mind on this one too. Oh, this was the Bug Infestation one. Not the one I said previously. I was going to keep this one, and then, I don't know. Sort of changed my mind on it. Batman Gotham Knight. Though I have been collecting a lot of DC superhero movies, DVDs recently. Super Friends, man. I changed my mind on that one too. This one I was excited because I thought I didn't have it, but I did. But this one's sealed. Midnight Special, live on stage in 1975. This was like a show in the 70s where all of these artists would come on stage. It used to air like around midnight. And you get live performances on a stage from the latest and greatest, right? So, Peter Frampton, Kiss. I don't know if you're into Rod Stewart or the Bee Gees, but that's some of the acts on this episode. Turtles, the original movie. I was going to keep this one, and then I changed my mind. Or maybe, am I going to keep it? I had to write down some notes here. Nope. I guess I'm not. Or did I have it already? I guess I'm not keeping this one. Driller Killer. I'm assuming it's about a guy who runs around with a drill killing people. So, okay. These are all going to be kept. Oops. Break this up here. This one was kind of cool because it was a 4-in-1 iconic collection, best critics, and they all have certified fresh by Rotten Tomatoes. And they're all Asian themed, created. But I gotta check these out. I haven't seen any of them. The Wailing, IP Man 3, The Villainous, and Train to Busan. So I'll have to check that one out. I didn't have this one. It's a great movie. I think they've done 3 in total. Obviously, this one's good. The second one, it's pretty good too. And then the other one's meh. Avengers Age of Ultron. Adding to my what's it called? Marvel collection there to complete that. But I don't know why it's in the red cover, but it's a Blu-ray. Okay, put that in there. That's the keep stack. Great movie. I like British movies, by the way, so Hot Fuzz. I think this was part of, did they call it was it part of a trilogy? Because it was like Shaun of the Dead. And then I think he did Hot Fuzz, and then it was a End of the World. I think that was part of like a trilogy collection. This one's really cool. Really nice to have this one. And it's an awesome cover too. Westworld, the original. With Yul Brynner. Batman Under the Red Hood. I don't know. The cover just looked cool. It's got like some glossy lenticular stuff on it there. This one's awesome. Especially if you're a Sergio Leone fan and Clint Eastwood. The Man with No Name trilogy. This has got a few dollars more. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Sorry, and a fistful of dollars, yeah. Right? Yeah, fistful of dollars. So, And then this one is, well, how can you go wrong? It's got the first one. It's got the second one, which kind of sucks. And then I haven't seen this one, which for me is the actual third one, Ghostbusters Afterlife. So I'll have to sit down and watch that one at some point and say I'm done with the Ghostbusters movies. G.I. Joe, the Mass Device. It's one of those 5-episode ones that, so this would be like Monday to Friday, whatever time it used to air, I don't remember. But it'd be like Monday to Friday, the 5 episodes that made up the whole, I guess you would call it a mini movie, right? 20 minutes for 5 days. Oops, what am I doing? GoldenEye Reloaded. Surprised that this has a little bit of value to it, but I guess the Bond movies, like the later ones like this, tend to have a little bit of value to them. This one, I'm shocked at the value. I forget what it is at the moment, but yeah, it's way more expensive than I thought it was going to be. PlayStation Network Volume 1. So it's got Fat Princess, Tokyo Jungle, When Vikings Attack, and Sound Shapes. None of which I have played. And to be honest, I don't know if I've come across this before. And if I have, I may have ignored it, but I grabbed it this time. Twin Strike, Operation Thunder. I think it's a crap game. Haven't played it, but it's made by Zoo. So nothing to go crazy about. Adding to the concert footage background noise collection, Rage Against the Machine. And this one's really cool. 3-disc full disclosure version of Apocalypse Now. I have no idea what the hell that means. But there's over 9 hours of bonus features. 3 discs. That's kind of cool. Got all the pictures on it. Oh, Martin Sheen. I forget who that guy is in the movie. And then Brando here. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. This must be like the definitive version, I guess. Full disclosure. I gotta drink something here. This one's still sealed. Going back to Jackie Chan. The Young Master and New Fists of Fury. I've got 17 and 18 WWE 2K16. Again, for a console that I don't have still. I'm not crazy about this cover. And I thought I had it already, but apparently I don't. Captain America. First Adventure. I thought they did a great job on that movie too. Okay, winding down. Got 2 piles left here, 2 stacks. Zombie Honeymoon. I thought that was kind of cool. According to Fangoria magazine, this movie will move your heart, then tear it out. Grab these just because, well, it's the Masters of Horror Comedy. And I guess it's like individual. I should put them all together if I got them together, right? And they're not all together. I'm going to save that for the next pile. Teenage Caveman. No idea. But teenagers that turn into cavemen. Was that a little bit of like Toxic Avenger kind of stuff? House of the Dead 2, All Guts, No Glory. I don't know how I didn't have this one yet, but Lost Planet 2. The Last Horror Movie. Fangoria presents Gore Zone Video. Looks super cheesy, so that's why I'm going to take it. I love the cover of this one. Sexy nurse. Graveyard Alive. Cool. And then our last pile. So I mentioned, where is it here? There's 4 of them. I'll save those ones for the end. Death Valley, The Revenge of Bloody Bill. Bunch of cowboy zombies, apparently. Slaughterhouse Pie? Slaughterhouse Pie, PHI. Death Sisters. The grades are falling and so are the bodies. Bunch of hot sorority girls. I don't know. Killing people? This is cool. Honestly, I would have grabbed these just for the artwork alone, but I'm a fan of the series. Though I prefer, obviously, the originals more than these later versions. But anyway, Doctor Who, BBC, the Daleks. Though based on the back, it's got a lot of the doctors that it revolved around, including Tom Baker. So, I don't know. He's right there. There's 2 discs. I don't know what the... Genesis of the Daleks. 4th Doctor Tom Baker stars in the 6-part classic Dalek Adventure, and then Dalek Origins, new documentary. David Tennant's in one. Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi. Oh, these must be just a whole bunch of individual episodes, but that's cool. It's got Tom Baker. Tom Baker series of it. And then the same with this one, Doctor Who, the Cybermen. So this one has Peter Capaldi, Matt Smith, David Tennant, Peter Davison. So, but just fantastic artwork. But how can you go wrong with that? So, and then finally, I don't know what this was. This is like the Masters of Horror collection. You know, directors that have done movies like The Woods in the May, American Werewolf in London, Reanimator, and From Beyond. So we got John Landis, Dear Woman. Dreams in the Witch House by Stuart Gordon. Excuse me. Sick Girl by Lucky McKee. Just cool covers. And then Dead and Breakfast. And that's it. I was going to show more, but I'm going to save another part for the next video. More of like a unboxing / technical video. where there's no movies or stuff like that. So that's it, guys. Thanks for sticking around. We made it through 102 movies and games. Leave me comments below. Please tell me what you thought was good. And if there's any ones that I said I wasn't keeping that you think I should, I'd love to hear your comments. Tell me I'm wrong. Or if there's ones that I said I am keeping and I should definitely check them out, let me know about that as well. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Remember to subscribe, stick around for some more videos, and we'll see you again very soon.